Good afternoon, students. We are going to look at the exercises which I had given you earlier in the previous class. We are going to look at exercise number 1, sub question 1. Exercise number 1 is asking us to pick out the adjective clauses in these sentences and tell what noun or pronoun each of them qualifies. The first one I have written here: we will support the candidate whose personal life is free from blemish. In this sentence, if you look at it, we will support the candidate is one clause, whose personal life is free from blemish is another clause, and this is the subordinate clause or the adjective clause modifying the noun candidate. Next, Mr. Agnigotri is the officer whom you have to approach for your guidance. Mr. Agnigotri is the officer one clause whom you have to approach for your guidance. That is the adjective clause modifying the noun the officer. All that glitters is not gold. Okay, here that glitters is what is the adjective clause. All is not gold is the main clause, and that glitters, the clause modifies the pronoun all. Here all stands for anything that glitters. Next, I could employ others who are possibly better qualified for the job, but I need someone who is honest and committed. Okay, here who are possibly better qualified for the job is one adjective clause, and it modifies the pronoun others. Others here means people who have come and attended the interview, whatever it is standing for their name. And there is one more clause, who is honest and committed, that is referring for the pronoun someone. That is also name of some people who is sincere. When we studied pronouns in general, we would have studied about various types of pronouns, and others and someone comes in that category. Next question: there is nothing that is too hard or painful to bear. That is too hard or painful to bear is the adjective clause, and it is modifying again the pronoun nothing. Okay. Next, we should try to maximize the strengths that we have and minimize the weaknesses of our character. So that we have, referring to the noun, the strengths. Okay, that we have is the adjective clause. Next, have you ever experienced a moment when you have felt totally secure? Here, have you ever experienced? A moment is a noun modified by the adjective clause when you have felt totally insecure. Okay. Next, question number 8. He who has the ability to turn a catastrophe into an opportunity is really a man of character. Now here you have to look at this sentence little carefully, dear students, please pay attention. He is really a man of character is a main clause. Who has the ability to turn a catastrophe into an opportunity is the subordinate clause. Okay, so the main clause is divided and put it at the beginning and end of the sentence, so we should not get confused. The two clauses are: he is really a man of character, who has the ability to turn a catastrophe into an opportunity is the subordinate clause. Fine. And this subordinate clause is modifying the pronoun he. Now what is catastrophe? A calamity situation, a situation where there is calamity or real breakdown, very dangerous, uncontrollable situation. That is what is catastrophe and turning such a painful, unbelievable, undoable or unmanageable situation into an opportunity is really a man of character. That is what's the meaning of it. That's all from that exercise. The remaining you can do. Now we go to exercise number 2. From every exercise we do a few. Exercise number 2 is asking us, in the following sentences, replace the adjective phrase in italics with an adjective clause. Okay, phrase is given that you have to change into a clause. An example is given, we marveled at the young girl singing so mellifluously. Now here the answer is what they have given, we marveled at the young girl who was singing so mellifluously is what is the answer. Or here, singing so mellifluously is a phrase given in the first sentence is changed into who was singing so mellifluously is what is changed into clause. Now let's look at question number 1. The poet fondly gazed at the host of daffodils growing on the bank of the lake. Now the poet fondly gazed, I have written here, at the host of daffodils growing on the bank of the lake. This is about the daffodils, the poem. As he was moving, he saw the number of so many thousands of daffodils growing together and the beautiful look it gives. So the poet fondly gazed at, gazing at means looking, okay, very joyfully, enthusiastically looked at the group of daffodils growing on the bank of the lake. Now when we change this into a clause, growing on the bank of the lake is what is the phrase. When we change it into a clause, the poet fondly gazed at the host of daffodils which were growing on the bank of the lake. Which were growing on the bank of the lake. So which subject we are supplying? Were growing. Half of the verb is here as the participle, where we are giving and making into past continuous tense. There, which also becomes the subject. Okay. Question number 2. Doris Lessing was honored with the Nobel Prize for her novels dealing with the contemporary feminine issue. Okay, Doris Lessing was honored for the Nobel Prize for her novels. So Nobel Prize for novels means where do we get, what is that prize is known as? Nobel Prize for Literature was given to her for her novels that she has written dealing with contemporary feminine issues. Dealing with contemporary feminine issue is what is given in the italics and or italicized words. Now contemporary means of the same time, these days. Okay, if you talk about old, then people who lived in the same time, issues that happened in the same time and all that can be considered. Now when we say like this of contemporary feminine issues means feminine that which is related to women, issues that are happening these days, that is what is here. And the answer will be Doris Lessing was honored with Nobel Prize for her novels which were dealing with the contemporary feminine issues. Next one, it was her mother's hard work behind the scenes that helped her to perform so well. So it was her mother's hard work that she did behind the scenes that helped her to perform so well. That is what the answer. It was her mother's hard work that she did behind the scenes that helped her to perform so well. Now we go to exercise number 3, supply suitable adjective clauses. Number 1, we look back with gratitude to those teachers. Now the answers can vary. It may not be exactly like the previous ones. Each one can think of something, your experience and all that could be there, answers could vary, but what I have written is who has, we look back with gratitude to those teachers who are understanding, who can understand the students or us well. Next, we will never forget the day, again different answers can be there, when I was helped by my teacher. For a student, he will never forget the day when in a particular case his teacher, one of his teachers, helped him. A child dash develops great self-confidence. A child who is encouraged to do things develops great self-confidence. A child who is encouraged to do things develop great self-confidence. A man behaves like those. A man behaves like those whom he idolizes, whom he thinks as his role models or his ideals, not idols. Okay, a great man, and that is what he thinks he should be like that. So I also should be like that. So a man behaves like those whom he idealizes or whom he thinks as his role model. And last one from this section, the king who was ailing decided to dedicate the throne in favor of his youngest son. The king who was ailing, who was sick, who was suffering from some diseases, decided to abdicate the throne in favor of his youngest son, to give his son the authority, deciding to resign or withdraw from authority and say, son, now you be the king and take charge because I am sick, I cannot take care of it. With that I stop. The remaining you can do it, I will be sending the answers, do it on your own. Okay, thank you.